Most, but not all, of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is desert. Not all these deserts are sand. From ancient times, nomadic tribes and sparse settlements have left their imprint on this vast and beautiful landscape. Only within living memory have some remote areas been opened to a new kind of traveller from abroad. What brought them here? Oil and gas. The Middle East holds some 65% of the world's proven oil reserves and 34% of known gas reserves. By far the largest proportion lying beneath the Arabian Peninsula, and particularly Saudi Arabia. Little more than half a century ago, huge investments were begun in the kingdom. At first by a group of foreign companies operating as the Arabian American Oil Company, Aramco, and then by the Saudi Arabian government as Petromin. In the eastern province, where the first discoveries were made, the evidence of these colossal and continuing works is clear. Joint ventures in the downstream or processing side of the business were encouraged by the Saudi government. Shell, as a direct investor, was a relative latecomer to Saudi Arabia, although certain relationships date from the 1940s. In 1984, in joint venture with Petromin, now Saudi Aramco, a world-standard export refinery was constructed. Sazrev covers 2 square kilometers. It is the second largest refinery in the Middle East and among the world's top 20. In 1933, King Abdulaziz ibn Saud had welcomed foreign oil companies to his kingdom.
Hello, sir. My name is Niklas.
Within less than 20 years of Sazrev's startup, Shell was to have nearly 30 separate joint ventures in the kingdom. It has become one of the most important foreign investors and partners in Saudi Arabia's industrialization and prosperity, with $7 billion worth of investment in joint ventures. How has this achievement been possible? Shell is a global company with strong national awareness and interests and deep local commitments. Operating and investing in several Middle Eastern countries, Shell has a major presence in many of these, often in partnership with the host nation. Shell's considerable expertise in geological survey work is matched by unrivaled experience in seismic survey and analysis. Advanced technology introduced by Shell, such as horizontal drilling and well enhancement, have brought results that have enormously benefited the host nations. In some neighbouring countries, the emphasis of Shell's involvement has been in the upstream activities of exploration and production. In Saudi Arabia, Shell has been focused up to now on the downstream activities of refining, petrochemical production and distribution. Here, as elsewhere, Shell is committed to a high degree of training and employment of nationals. Sazref, with its state-of-the-art technology, has achieved nearly 90% Saudiization. The refinery processes Arabian light crude and natural gas for hydrogen production. Sazref offers a generous home ownership scheme for its Saudi employees, enabling them to buy or build in the neighbouring purpose-built city of Jubail. Established in 1980, Sadaf is the largest petrochemical plant in the Middle East. It produces millions of tons of chemicals derived from the gas associated with crude oil extraction, gas that previously would have been flared off. Sadaf is Arabic for seashells. Sadaf is also a Jubail-based joint venture, this time Shell with Saudi Basic Industries. Sadaf, or the Saudi Petrochemical Company, has a very high proportion of Saudi employees, again around 90%. Because of the hot summers, many Saudi drivers change their engine oil regularly. Shell has long been seen as providing reliable products that they can trust. Sheikh Mohammed Al Jamai's family company bought and resold Shell products in the 1940s, later forming a joint venture company, widely known as Joslog, with Shell. Having 113 employees, 50% of whom are Saudis, this company has been described by Shell as the most successful lubricants venture in the world. Joslog supplies the central and eastern provinces of the kingdom with automotive lubricants. There is a manufacturing plant for 209-litre drums. As well as supplying Joslog, this facility makes drums for the other Shell Luboil plant in the kingdom. This is in Jeddah. Saslubco and Joslog hold jointly 30% of the total Saudi lubricants market. Saslubco's territory in the western part of the kingdom includes the two holy cities and stretches north-south for 1,500 kilometers. Business in Saudi Arabia is strongly based on personal contact and relationships, and reputation. Reputation and quality control go hand in hand. All raw materials used and also the end products are painstakingly tested. Saslubco has 80 staff, 40% of whom are Saudis.
They started yesterday, and they already had 2 flights, and altogether
Pasco is an aviation refueling company based in Jeddah. This Shell joint venture continues the mutually rewarding relationship with the Ashmawi family, who are also Shell's joint venture partners in Saslubco. The association spans 3 generations. At Jeddah International and 7 other regional airports, Pasco provides a reliable refueling service to many international airlines, as well as to the national carrier, Saudi Arabian Airlines. Employing locally sourced labour, the company has achieved a level of 44% Saudiization. Saudi Arabia has been good to Shell. Now a new phase in the relationship is beginning. Shell is negotiating a move into the upstream areas of the kingdom's development. This is the Saudi Arabian Natural Gas Initiative, the third phase of Saudi Arabia's industrial development, aimed at improving economic growth and providing employment. It's the largest integrated venture ever undertaken by Royal Dutch Shell.
What Shell brings to the kingdom, of course, is our know-how, our experience worldwide, our capital. What the kingdom provides to us are resources, Saudis working for us, their natural resources, their gas, their oil.
3 people that they will be seeing.
Shell is now to become one of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's partners of first choice, as it has been in other countries in the region during the last 40 years, preserving its reputation and nurturing its relationships, encouraging and aiding sustainable development, and also environmentally aware. The desert ecology is fragile. In opening up new areas for the production of gas, the Shell geologists and production teams will tread lightly on this vast and beautiful landscape.
We have a portfolio of activities in the kingdom. They're all profitable for Shell, but I also think they're immensely profitable for Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia has been good to Shell, and over several decades now, Shell has also been good for Saudi Arabia.